What's up, guys? I'm BTC. The Overwatch League Grand Finals are today and tomorrow. We also have some brand new teams that are going to be added for Season 2, and it looks like the away skins might be available pretty soon. I know a lot of you guys might not watch the Overwatch League on a regular basis, but the Grand Finals are starting today, and they're finishing out tomorrow. And I kind of look at it the same way I look at the Super Bowl. You may not watch football on a regular basis, but people who don't even have much of an interest in it might still end up watching the Super Bowl just because it's such a big deal. And that's kind of like what this is, the first Grand Finals of the Overwatch League. So you're going to be able to watch that at 6 p.m. tonight Central Time, and then tomorrow it's going to start at 3 p.m. Central. There's going to be a bunch of places that you can watch it, but probably the easiest is simply going to overwatchleague.com. Now, I'm always getting asked, who's my favorite team, who do I want to win, all that sort of stuff. And I'm going to talk about that, but first I have some other stuff, so we'll get back to it in just a minute. Next year, in Season 2 of the Overwatch League, they're going to be expanding it and adding more teams. Now, I've heard 6, I've heard 12, I don't know the exact number of how many they're going to be adding, but it seems confirmed that 2 teams have already locked in, which is going to be Paris, France, and Guangzhou, China. So this is going to be the second team in all of Europe, so they have the London Spitfire, and now they're going to have the Paris team, and also the second team for China. I think that South Korea might get another team as well, and this kind of gets brought up, but even though Japan has an absolutely massive gaming scene, I mean, that is where pretty much the console market originated from, I don't think they're really ever going to get involved in the Overwatch League, or if it does, it's going to be a pretty big surprise, because the majority of the pro gaming scene in Japan is based around fighting games like Street Fighter, Tekken, the new Dragon Ball, all that sort of stuff. So I just don't really see them getting involved in Overwatch. Next up are the character skins from all the Overwatch League teams. It looks like we might be getting access to even more. Over on the PTR, they just added something really awesome. If you go to the Hero Gallery, there's a button that says What's New. This has everything new that has been added to the game. All of the skins, the emotes, the voice lines, all that sort of stuff. So right now it's just full of Hammond stuff because he was just added to the game. But this is going to be amazing for any time there's a new event, because you have one convenient place where you can go and find all of the new items. You don't have to go digging around for voice lines and sprays that you might have missed. Anyways, so what I want to show you about the Overwatch League, though, is they just added all of Hammond's new skins from the league. But they also added all of his away skins. And more importantly, there is a price for the away skins. Up until now, you haven't been able to buy the away skins through any normal means. You could get a dozen of them through the All Access Pass deal that you could have on Twitch, but that was only one character per team, and that was it. So you couldn't get access to the specific ones that you wanted. But now it looks like we might actually be able to buy these away skins. I'm thinking they might make it available after the Grand Finals are over, but I know a lot of people have been asking for these, and now it looks like we might finally have access to them. So now let's go back to those questions that I was talking about earlier, where people are always asking me who's my favorite team, who do I want to win, who's my favorite player, this and that, all sorts of stuff. And the fact of the matter is, I don't watch the Overwatch League, and there's a bunch of reasons for it. The first is that I simply don't have the time. I know people think that, oh, because I just make YouTube videos, I must have all the time in the world. You know, 10 minutes to make a video, you're done, and that's it. That's not the case. I work anywhere between 10 to 14 hours a day, every single day, with no day offs. So 7 days a week, that, you know, constantly going. So I simply don't have time to sit down and spend 3, 4, 5, 6 hours, however much, watching these matches, you know, 3 or 4 times a week. I just don't have the time to do that. So that's one of the reasons why I don't make a lot of content about the league itself, and I don't do recaps of the games and stuff from the previous day, because I just didn't have the time to watch it to begin with. So I can't really make recap videos or do breakdowns or any of that sort of stuff. But the other thing is, the majority of people don't seem to be really interested in seeing any league content. I mean, yes, I know that there are some people, but every single time I've asked my viewership about the Overwatch League, most people just say they don't care, they don't watch it, they don't really have any interest in it, so there's no reason for me to constantly make content about the league if most of the people don't even want to watch it. Another really big reason for why I don't watch the Overwatch League, and this is kind of true for other esports in general, it's not just Overwatch. I find that there are some really good casters, and there's some good commentators and stuff, but I find that others are just trying way too hard to be funny. And it just falls flat, and it's awkward, and it's just cringeworthy, and it just ruins the whole experience. I'm not going to call out anyone specifically, but the fact of the matter is, if I'm spending half of the stream with it on mute, then there's a problem. Now, I know that this is my personal opinion, it's subjective, some people might like all of the goofy stuff. I don't. When I watch these streams, when I watch these tournaments, I want to see high-end, extreme top-tier performance. I don't want to hear someone trying and failing miserably to make jokes. Now, I'm not saying that they can't have any jokes and that it always has to be serious. Of course, there needs to be some kind of light banter back and forth between the casters and the commentary, but what I'm just saying is, some of you guys are trying way too hard. Like, way too hard. So who's my favorite team or favorite player? I don't have one. Who do I want to win? It doesn't matter because I don't watch it. Maybe Season 2 will bring some changes that'll spark a little bit more interest, and more importantly, maybe I'll have some more time to actually sit down and watch some more, but for right now, I don't know, it's just kind of whatever to me. So let me bring up the question once more. How many of you guys actually watch the league games on a regular basis? How many of you are just going to watch the grand finals just because it's special? And how many of you just don't care at all in any way, shape, form, or fashion about the Overwatch League? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to see more, subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss anything. Also, come hang out in my Discord server and my Twitch live stream. Special thanks to my Patreon supporters. If you'd like to see what kind of cool VIP rewards you can get, check the links down below. And remember, always blame the controller because it's never your fault.